Expensive toys are piling up during this period of inflation, and Berkshire's cash is also piling up. Today, I read an article on MSN.com written by Spencer Jacob titled, "It's a Buyer's Market for Boats, RVs, and Other Pandemic Toys." The author discussed how people with extra cash went out and bought RVs, boats, motorcycles, and snowmobiles. He then went on to talk about how the cost of living increased, remote work got harder, and interest rates surged. Now, dealer lots are overflowing. Here are my thoughts. This author left off some toys. He forgot about jet skis, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, and trikes. I thought this article was very timely because in the past few weeks, I saw motorcycles for sale in two different driveways. I drove by them today and they are still for sale. They both seemed really nice to me, but I'm sure these people owe more than what they are worth, so a dealer isn't going to buy them. A guy I know bought a nice RV a few years ago and took out a huge loan. Work has slowed for him and now he's trying to unload it. He said the dealer offered him far less than what he owes, so he has it parked at someone's lot with a for sale sign on it. He's hoping someone may buy it. I think he's going to be stuck with that RV, like it or not. A lot of these expensive toys depreciate very quickly. Many years ago, I went to a power sports auction at Mannheim. For those of you unfamiliar with Mannheim, they are North America's leading provider of remarketing services for vehicles. When I attended that auction, I was shocked by how cheap some of the gas-powered toys were selling for. I can't even imagine how cheap they may sell for in the future if inventory piles up further. The crazy thing is, our economy is supposedly booming according to the mainstream media and some politicians. What in the world is going to happen if we enter an ugly recession and unemployment ticks up? Think about how this could impact sales of expensive toys. And think about how it could destroy whatever equity some people have, as there is a race to the bottom to unload gas-powered toys. I'm sure there are Americans right now who wish they could keep the items they bought, but they are being crushed by inflation and the payment just has to go as soon as possible. Whenever I buy something, I always think about the exit strategy. Sometimes I pass on what appear to be good deals once I think about what the exit strategy process would be like in the event I ever wanted or needed to sell what I bought. I don't think some people ever consider this. A lot of people make emotional purchases. They think about all of the fun they are going to have with the shiny new thing that they bought. It will be really interesting if we start seeing more jet skis, dirt bikes, side-by-sides, trikes, RVs, boats, motorcycles, and snowmobiles pop up for sale. I don't own anything like this because I have no interest in paying for the insurance, licensing, or maintenance. A friend of mine has a very nice boat. You can go down below, there's a kitchen, a bathroom, and a large sleeping area. Up top, there's a sun deck, plenty of seating, and a built-in bar. He has to pay to keep it docked each year. He usually ends up paying several thousands of dollars each year to service it, and when he pulls it out of the water, he has to pay someone to winterize it and clean it. Because he works so much to be able to pay for that boat, he's lucky to use it a few times each season. When he does use it, the marine fuel is very expensive. He once put in a half a tank, and that cost $300. I'd rather have friends with boats than own a boat myself. In addition to all of the expenses that I mentioned, there is depreciation. He is losing money on that boat each year. I'd rather keep my money in assets that provide a financial return. I'm a lot more interested in compound returns than owning something that is a liability. Getting back to the article, the author referenced Brunswick, the world's largest maker of pleasure boats. Its first quarter sales dropped 22% from the year earlier, and its operating income plunged by 53%. Their boat sales will probably retreat to what they were in 2012 or 2013. I have to wonder how a slowdown in these various industries is going to impact employment. In recent years, the people who manufacture boats and RVs and various power sport toys have probably been doing well. I'm sure the salespeople have also done well. A slowdown could result in layoffs. We saw this in the RV industry big time during the Great Financial Crisis. It decimated the local economies in areas where these were manufactured. Let's hope we don't see that again. I hate to think about businesses and people struggling financially. You have to wonder if one of the greatest investors of our time is paying attention to all of this, and you have to wonder if that's one reason he is holding so much cash. I read an article on Yahoo Finance put out by the Motley Fool and written by Courtney Carlson titled Berkshire Hathaway's $189 billion cash stockpile is larger than ever. Should investors be concerned? According to the author, Berkshire Hathaway has never had more cash than it does now. At the end of the first quarter, it has over $189 billion in cash and short-term investments on its books. The author went on to say the buildup of that cash stockpile has some concern that it might be a silent warning to the stock market. Here are my thoughts. Warren Buffett may be waiting to scoop up some bargains in the event we see a correction or crash in the stock market. He did this back in 2008. He was able to provide a sizable cash injection to Goldman Sachs back then, and he structured an amazing deal with them. There are various theories out there right now regarding why Warren Buffett has so much cash. In my opinion, he's never going to show us his cards. When he talks, what he says can move markets. He is likely being guarded about his real thesis for the future. But what do I know? I'm just some guy on YouTube. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Please keep in mind that everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and nothing in this video is financial advice or advice of any kind. If you need advice, seek advice from a qualified professional in good standing who puts your interests first and foremost. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Please also consider sharing this video with your friends. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.